Waffle, Geo, Polar. Oh. You was first? Yes, you were. Radical. Is that how it is, Polar? Is it truly radical? Oh, casually both of us missed that. That's kind of funny. First time I'm using this car in like 2 days, so excuse a little bit. We love SpongeBob references in the title that are also objectively accurate, Rich. Yes. What rank you in twos? We went on a massive losing streak the other day when we had bad news, so we're about like 100 MMR off of where we are. Right now we're like GC2 though. Oh, okay. Turns out I can't shoot it. I was thinking he was gonna go for the squishy, so I'm like, let me just shoot it as low as possible. But turns out he didn't go for the squishy. Oh. Not a fan of that. Changed up my room and built a PC. Congrats. What we like to see, Polar. Time's under a tornado watch. Fun. Loveland in the Midwest, huh? Cool! That's an own goal. All right, things we love to see. Stream has extra pixels today? Does it? Has it been enhanced without my knowledge? Oh, sorry, teammate. You were taking a little extra to get up for that. Got that? Oh. I didn't expect him to cut. I thought it was going backwards. It's more pixelated? The camera or the stream itself? The stream is pixelated? The stream itself? Sure. Twitch issue, it seems? Okay. Because I was gonna say, I'm like, my stream looks good. I'm not dropping any frames, so. Thought I just said ooh. What if I did, though? Would you be accepting of me freezing? No, you wouldn't. You only think about yourselves. Your bitrate is set at 2500. I'm sorry? What? Twitch just reset my bitrate? All right, well, I'm gonna end my Twitch stream real quick and then reset that, because that's not how it should be. Oh, wow, what a save. You can do it live? I don't think you can. I don't think, I feel like every time I used to. Maybe they can do it. Maybe they did in the recent update where they changed that, but only setting be done live? Are you sure? I'm just confused why. Ooh, I like the air dribble. We took a day off. We're a little rusty. How's the Lambo? I like it. It's Dominus, so. Feels familiar. It's a hitbox is a little off from the car body, but it looks gorgeous. Done about multiple times, or maybe you have a special OBS. I feel like normally any stream-based setting is usually pretty under lock and key. Bye, Taco. Nice knowing y'all. That's an ominous thing to say. Ah, that was kind of a dumbass move by me. I'm not gonna lie. Please save that. All right. Oh, I can. Okay. All right, that should be a lot better. Refresh, maybe. Pray for my friend. I don't pray, but I will hope that Austin gets better. Sorry to hear that, Twinkie. Super clean out? Good. Ah, it's a shame we lost because I got dunked. Ah, that's a tough one. Hey, playing in diamond lobbies. Don't we all? Gotta warm my hands up. Very cold. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. Twitch has been kind of weird lately. I'm actually gonna drop some a hint from you guys. I think I'm actually gonna drop OBS as my streaming platform soon. Or program. I've been looking into. I've been followed by Meld, if you guys have heard of them. And at first I was just like, oh, cool, another program that does basically nothing interesting. And honestly, looks pretty interesting. Like the random FX that they've gotten. Some stuff I have not been able to see the equivalent. They're also apparently adding a multi-encoder for vertical streaming as well. I'm not using Streamlabs. Streamlabs is the worst version of OBS. OBS is like very powerful. I don't actually have any issues with it. It just just seems a little bit better. Also, my performance metrics sometimes with OBS are a little bit sussy, and I'm like not really sure what's going on with it. And I'm curious to see if another streamer or a stream program could do that. Could do a little better, rather. Couple months back from Rocket League. My controller is broken. Sad. Streamlabs isn't for 14-year-old streamers. Streamlabs is for people who don't. Streamlabs is like for people who want streaming to be straightforward. It's very user-friendly. But because of that, it's also way less powerful in what you can do with it. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Also, Streamlabs is just full of a bunch of plagiarists anyway, so not really a fan of them anyway. Don't like supporting that company. Nice. All right, see you later. See you, Preston. Finals of my 1v1 league right now, or in general? I think you mentioned that last stream. No, that was not such a one. Yeah, I was like, I know Papichulo can get back on that, so fine. All right, that works. Flash is in? No? That's fine. Same bounce. Oh, Troglo. We're in GC2 right now. We're a little bit lower than we normally are. Went on a big losing streak the other day. We got some pretty bad news the other day during stream, and we were kind of just sad boy queuing at that point. Also, thinking back, I was really nervous about that news as well, so I did not eat before that stream, I realized. So we were playing on empty stomach, Only caffeine and anxiety. Nice save, Oli. Oh, I got the new Mortal Kombat goal explosion, guys. Heavily recommend. It goes hard. Sorry to hear that. It happens. Yeah, let's check this. Check this out. That's hot. Top tier goal explosion. What the heck is this? Strange. We also got the Ram, which maybe we'll choose driving at one point. You play any ones? Every once in a while, but not as much. Yeah, we haven't actually grinded once in a long time. YouTube streams go in and out. I don't know if that's a you problem or not, buddy. Oof, did not expect him to get beasted there. Should have turned around. I've learned Twitch has an emote. No, like viewers. Polar, are you asking about my stream? Because if so, I'm gonna politely ask you to not be a dick. Oh my god. That was the singular bounce I did not expect it to have. I was like, okay, that's gonna bounce off the edge, so it'll bounce out of it a bit further. And then it proceeded to not do that and bounce very narrow to the wall. And I'm like, oh. Does that mean coaching? I mean, we've been SSL multiple seasons. If we're not currently SSL, I don't think that dilutes my ability, you know? Like, a lot of these types of ranks have definitely been... definitely a lot of these ranks are filled with people who have been SSL, but get stuck in the 17, 18s. Okay, Quitch. That too. Okay, we'll just grab that. Oh, he's taking an extra long time. Like, I don't even know if he's paying attention to the rotation right now. Nice. No, like all the streams I go in. No, like all the streams I go in and out of. I don't even know what you're trying to say. Are you saying every stream that you go into has up and down viewership? Like that? Like, is that what you mean? Ooh, almost got the pinch to go. Oh, buddy. Don't know how you got up to supersonic on that, but okay. Chef, maybe the half a year. Hey, CBK, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Whoa, what the? That was a weird recovery. I was not ready for that 50 either. Or a lack of one. I always advocate, guys, if you have a read to get the ball, you do not just drill it directly into the defender. Like, try to hit around him. Like, we had an avenue where both players are committing. Just hit it to the side. I just found it so confusing. Man, this car feels weird, dude. Trying to get like a wave dash off and it doesn't quite work. Ah, it's a good challenge by Tennis Master. Okay. I can't pick up back corner. Or can I? Oh, that's a double. That's a double pinger. All right, peace out, Polar. Good save. Nice turn. Nice. I'm confirming low hours rank, fairly new to the game, seeing if I should get a coach to rank up or improve faster. I think it depends on how low your rank is, I would say. Because at a certain point, like, there's only so much a coach can do if you're just missing reads, you know? Like, at a certain point, you just got to grind custom training and get used to it. When I used to coach a lot more, I wouldn't accept anyone that was under gold, just because at that point, your biggest issue is just you're not driving in straight lines and aiming correctly. Like, there's only so much you can really coach in that. Once you get into gold, then it's like about, okay, here's how you can like set your positioning up a little bit better, and that way you can actually like manipulate the play a bit more and get in good positions to be able to make shots easier. Nice. College basketball season's almost over, and I didn't watch a single game. Apparently this is like the most stacked Elite 8 ever. Everyone's all upset, I know, online. There's like, what the heck? It's like, I think it's like first seed, or it's like, I think it's like all first seeds versus like second, third, and second, or something like that. Alrighty. 550 showers, gold 3 and 1s, peak plat 3 and 2s and 3s, but for 1s? Okay. Preferring 1s is not a bad thing. Definitely teaches you a lot of car control. Let's, oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say coaching is definitely good for like teaching you decision making a little bit better. Man. All the goals we've given up this game are frankly hilarious. For us that need boost, but he doesn't even challenge. Like, buddy, you're directly in front of the ball. You don't need boost for that. Alrighty. Crazily, somehow Florida is still alive. Isn't Florida like the GOATs though in this tournament? Aren't they like the #1 outside of like maybe Duke? Decision making costs you? I mean, yeah, but that's like a lot of Rocket League is just improving decision making. When to and when not to challenge is not on point. I mean, that's the biggest difficulty of pretty much the entire game, in my opinion. That's like the baseline of like what most high games come down to when it comes to like probably like everything under Grand Champ. Like, obviously mechanics matter, but like the goal, I think, for many players, if you could say one skill that could apply, is learning how to make better decisions, but in general, learning how to reduce buffering time, aka the time where a ball pops up and you immediately can decide, I'm going or I'm not going. Because a lot of people go, and then they go, and then it's too late. So, you know? But it's like in higher level lobbies, you see people move so fast, and they're not just impulsively chasing, they're making a lot of very fast decisions, like, I can get that, I can get that, nope, we're gonna back away, I'm gonna shout at that, I'm gonna let him hit that, okay, I got that, and then it's just like immediately like, decision. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that when they're lower rank. Well, it's because you're not as clean with them yet. As you get better at aerials and you learn how to fast aerial more cleanly, that stuff becomes a bit more automatic, and at that point it's like less about really about, I guess, deciding whether or not. It's just basically looking at your boost and then figuring out, okay, well, when can I go for this? What angle can I go for it? Can I get away? Wow, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of wild that he landed and was able to get around me. All right. Hello, Lamborghini. I'm driving a Lamborghini right now. Me over here trying to figure out how Auburn made it. You know, sometimes you're just good. More muscle memory. Yeah, I mean, that's what all aerialing is. And like speed flipping as well. Oh. M-Dog, thank you for the resub.
That's crazy.
How's it going tonight? It's going all right so far. My hands are very cold right now, so trying to warm them up a little bit. Man, try to bump a guy and he doesn't go for it. Small hitbox things. It looked like he had this. Oh, never mind. I thought he backflipped. I'm like, he definitely would have had a heavy backflip, but he jumped in place. I'm tired? What are you tired about, Skega? Also, I see your name change. Don't worry, I'll change it after this game. I've never seen you playing with Alpha Boost. Yeah, it's because I actually have interesting taste, and I'm not just trying to get the most expensive item in my car via Bacchus mod. I think Bacchus mod is boring, dude. If I'm ever gonna rock Alpha Boost, it's because I actually own it. And since there's physically no way to own it now, I'm never gonna use it. Oh no, Dave is carrying Stag, oh no. Did not expect him to cut in on that so hard. Also expect my teammate to not hit that like that. I'm playing way too passive right now. Didn't think I could recover that fast. Follow this one. $3 a.m. for a flight at 5 a.m. That's fun. Okay, you got that, Cooks? Wasn't sure. I think he was looking for a 50 or something. Didn't quite work out. Ooh. It's getting a little desperate. Not a huge fan of that. They rotate back so deep. These guys have literally no concern for us as a threat. Oof, just wide. Try to get a lighter touch. Wait, no cook. No, man. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Getting a caribou mount. I feel like that's a very specific gift, but hey, he's a caribou hunter. Sure, that's what one could define as a pass. Oof. Well, that works. I was trying to tap it one more time, get a bump. First guy was like, yeah, I'm not getting demoed for that. And I guess it goes. Above the TV, yeah. Across the front door, which is the first thing your guests see. I say just make sure it's not even across from the front door, just on the front door. Send a message to the other neighborhood caribou. Above the bed frame? Oh, that's another solid option right there. Go, take. Go, Cooks. Not the best layoff there, but yeah, like Dave has all the boosts, fine. Bruh. Bruh. I gave you an open shot and you go past it, dude. Ugh. Well, that was a winnable anyway. It's alright. Above my beefcake, so it watches me sleep. I don't even want to know what in the world you were trying to type with that. Okay, we have a username change. Can tell whoever's a console player and who's not based on how they give me the username formatting. AC is just being a damn menace tonight. Do you play MC? No. What's wrong, noobs? Did I debuff your pop champ? What a chat to enter in on. Hello, concerned. Oh. There we go. Stolen Shamelessly from Drew Gooden. Drew Gooden's funny. I discovered him last year. I've been definitely binging a lot of videos. Oh, that was a close one. Woo! My Pog Champ is on competitive cooldown. Hell yeah. That explains a lot. Nice ageable, sir. Yeah, my Pog Champ wasn't debuffed on that one. My kickoff was on this one. And whoa, what the? Ooh, my gosh. Oh. Halfway through that, he pre-jumped me, and I was like, he's not getting that, but he still pre-jumped me, so. Top corner? Bang. Bang! It's my birthday, gonna get a shout out. Hello, Mr. Rocket, happy birthday. They unfortunately let me back in the US. Oh, damn, they didn't ban you, they didn't permanently keep you in Japan? Crazy. Doctor, thank you for the 63, wow.
Sweet potatoes are mashed, they become very quiet. This is what some of us call the silence of the yams.
That was a very long wind up for that punchline. Sure. You know what that says about me a little bit. Dang it, dude. He was getting beat to that so hard, but I was like, he's probably, I don't know how he's gonna really read this. Okay, guys, want to hear something cool? University of Akron has two teams in Rocket League. They have the gold team and the blue team. They sent them to two different lands, and within 20 minutes of each other, they both won. They won both of them. 15-0 across both tournaments. Neither team dropped a game, and those are against like actually like really good teams as well. It wasn't even like a weak LAN or just like a bunch of no names. Oh wow, I really wish you did not turn for that. My bad. I saw him turn around, so I was like, oh, he's not gonna go for that. I got it. This trip is my entire personality. Sometimes that happens. It was 4 weeks before Erich came back from Japan and stopped wearing kimonos to bed. He looks at his cat like, oh, it's from my trip to Japan. And she's like, feed me. Taco's prime is over. Lemon de Hezir has ever started. Oh. No boost. Don't worry, when I got back, my first purchase was a case of Sapporo beer. Ah, I see. Do you like the Zen Fennec design? I don't follow Zen closely enough to know what that Fennec design is. Some top shelf brandy. That's kind of crazy that his teammate abandoned when it was 3-2 with like 40 seconds to go. I don't get people. Orange and pink and blue and purple. I don't know, man. I don't think I've used that. I always use blue and red for my pearlescent matte one. Hi from Japan. Hello, hi from Japan. Hello, Japanese friend. We were just talking about Japan, actually. He's like half your age. Zen? I think he's a little bit older than that. Did you watch the major today? I watched some of it. I did run out and do some errands. But I didn't see the beginning two series. I watched basically the semifinals, and then I caught the tail end of the final. I tuned into game 4, thinking it'd be in like, we're headed to game 6 or something, and then nope, it was just Carmine being actually that good. They're a terrifyingly good team, I gotta say. Like, they are an incredibly good team. Vadi with 3 LAN wins puts him in elite company. Monkey Moon, K-Dop, and Turbo, only other people to win at least 3 RLCS LANs. Daniel, like the best player ever? I mean, people claim he might be the best in NA at times. The last 2 minutes of KC Furia, game 4, that was a sad one. Honestly, I don't even think they got a shot off Furia in that last game. They were getting worked a little bit. NK, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I don't know, guys. When you say a player's better, what do you mean? You know? Like, being good at ones like Dark is does not mean that Dark is a good threes player. Hence why he is nowhere to be seen at this major, and also typically why players probably don't team with him. I feel like if he was good enough, he'd be like Nupo, you know? Like, yeah, being mechanical is one thing, but that doesn't win you threes games. Like, you don't have time to pogo in threes, despite how insanely mechanical he is. Oh, man.
Got his win.
Got it. That's how I got his win? Yes. Very cool to see that. Honestly, I wanted him to get it on Liquid. Thanks. That was a goal? Well, I missed the reset, so they played off of my reset, because I got really close to getting it, so they were probably like, oh. Cool. I didn't watch all games like that, but I learned about new players, but I'll forget about next week. Yeah, sure. What's happening in RLCS? We just did the Birmingham Major in Birmingham, UK. And Carmine Core just won it. Atira, Atto, and Drawley. I'd say in terms of threes players, Drawley is probably what most people would probably consider the best player in the world right now. That's why I kind of get away from like, who's the best individual player? I'm like, well, that's kind of a weird question to ask, you know? Like, I understand why people say Dark and Zen or whatever if they're talking about individual player, like skill-wise, or just like skill cap or whatever. But to claim that they're like the best in 3v3, which is like what the pro scene actually plays, I don't know. I don't know if I can really vouch for that. Ah. 80K's average? I have no idea what they averaged for the final. They had 50K for a lot of Saturday, I know. I watch on YouTube because if I ever forget to, or if I want to rewind and watch something, I can just tap back on my screen a couple times and then I can fast forward back to live, which Twitch lacks, you know? Shohei Ohtani is the best Rocket League player? If he set his mind to it, I bet he would be. RLCS is in the Lenovo Center, which is in Raleigh, which sounds cool. Yeah. I'd put money on that there's no singular Rocket League player that has ever hit more home runs than Shohei Ohtani. It's true. And before we found out Barry Bonds' kid plays Rocket League, so Barry Bonds has played a couple games. Oh, that's a pre-flip chat. His face was everywhere. I mean, I'm sure Japan is like, it's probably one of their proudest exports, especially since baseball, they love baseball over there. And not only is there a player like on the level of fame and acclaim like Ichiro, but maybe even surpassing him, you know, just because of how unique of a, I don't know if you could really call it a two-way player, since everyone on baseball kind of does both, but like being able to pitch and hit in itself is impressive. But does he even pitch anymore, or the Dodgers just decide he's too good of a hitter to waste his arm on that? Showed his own pop-up shop when I was in Tokyo. Oh. He's really into road cycling? Interesting. 2K viewers on YouTube until he was on Twitch and it's huge there. Oh, I mean, yeah, YouTube is just their secondary thing. I think he's still on competitive cooldown when quit pitching. Yeah, Tommy John's done, so he didn't pitch last season. Oh, okay. I just didn't know if they were just... Because I'm like, that's kind of wise. If I had a hitter as good as Ohtani, I probably, if I was like, and I had a good enough bullpen, I'm like, why would I risk him getting injured and then he can't pitch or bat, you know? I thought they were just at that level with him. Also, have you guys heard about the Yankees designing a new bat and then they hit 8 home runs in their first game with it? And now all MLB will probably... People are going to complain. Either the MLB are going to complain, and then there's going to be new bat standardization rules, or the guy who designed that bat is about to be a quadrillionaire. Ooh, it's corked. We kind of had a joke while we were there. Well, that our hangovers were our competitive drinking cooldowns. Very limited pitch count. I think he's back throwing from the mound, but it's like 80% speed. Interesting. Now it's part of my vocabulary. Ever feel like your win streak is so huge that... Hold on. A win streak? I don't think I've ever won 2 games straight, personally, TB. Because they're now allowed a beard buff. Yeah, it was kind of weird that was a rule for so long, that no Uric Yankee can have like facial hair. When did they ban that? Or when did they get rid of that? Did they sign a player with like a beard that was so good that he was just like, nah, I don't want it anymore? This year, that's really funny that they took that until then. Finding a new way to cheat. That's the thing, is like, I don't know, is it corked? Because apparently they just made it like thicker around like the part of the bat that most likely is gonna get the hit or something. So I'm like, I don't know if it's necessarily corked, but like, I'd be shocked if it's allowed. Because in a way, isn't it like, because I would assume there was like barrel width restrictions in MLB, you know? Like, oh, you can use whatever bat, but it can't be wider in diameter than X or whatever. So the fact that they have like a thing that's just thicker, I'm like, is it entirely just on weight or something, you know? Like, oh, the bat cannot be heavier than this or something, or... So I was just like, I don't know, man. I'd be shocked if that's not breaking some kind of regulation. Man, I was really hoping that guy would chow earlier. I thought the Astros were the cheaters, though. See, the funny thing is before I even watched baseball in the modern era, all I knew is that everyone hated the. I didn't know that people hated the Astros, but my roommate in college was from Houston. So whenever he would talk about the Astros, he would always be like so like he's like victimized. He's like, oh god, they hate us just because we're simply better than them, and blah 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 blah. And then as I learned, I'm like, oh, he's like coping really hard with the fact that his team was discovered to be like horrible people. And I'm like, that's a weird existence to have, be a lifelong, you know, fan. Oh, no, I know everyone hates the Dodgers now. I think the rules just needs to be one continuous bank of woods. You can selectively pick a piece of wood that have different densities across the grain. Okay, well, it looks like a goofy bat, so I'd have to think it's going to get banned, or they're going to have some stats removed or something. It's not like they're going to remake the game, but... Oh. Well, Dodgers are just being hated for the same reason that, like, Yankees used to be hated, right? They just have, like, infinite money that they can just chuck around. Also, aren't they getting, like, literally every top prospect from Japan now? Nice. Dodgers hate party? They should have alts. Ooh, I actually had that reset too. I didn't, Virgil. The Cubs have a couple, but more or less, yeah. Because I remember seeing posts where people were basically just like, there should be a rule about this, like in terms of salary or whatever, but it is kind of rough that like Dodgers have Ohtani, so of course, naturally, any Japanese player is probably going to be like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to play with Ohtani. And then I'd have to assume that combined with their ability to offer them pretty much the best contract in baseball almost every time. They're like, it's going to be hard to attract like, any of the top talent coming abroad. I almost kind of feel like the World Baseball Classic or whatever really woke a lot of people up to just how good Japan is nowadays, you know? Because beating the US in baseball is one thing, but like being able to do it also as good as like Dominican Republic and Cuba or whatever, you know? Like, that's a lot of freaking talent. I don't know anything about baseball. We want a lot of games going up. Cries and Rockies fan. How much money do the winners get from RLCS? These are all very Googleable questions, Lemmy. I do not know off the top of my head. It changes every year. I think majors are, I think it's $300,000 a major, so I think the winners probably get like 150-ish of it. Baseball would be way more interesting if you had a one-time use of the Zarya ult. Imagine the Hanzo ult getting pitched right down the middle. It just imports talent anymore. Doesn't have the systems to grow actual man. Don't have millionaire parents. I mean, that's kind of the same issue with soccer. Is that all the best kids who ended up going to the pro leagues were pretty much all exclusively going, like in New York State, the system to play for was Empire, which is a hilarious name for a monopolization on all the best all the best soccer talent, basically in New York State. But they were like the best academy team for quite some time, and it was basically like the equivalent of your parents paying $30,000 a year just to pay for the academy and travel. So it's like, yeah, imagine a part-time, like just like some parents working 2 jobs just to put their kids through general high school and keep them alive. And then it's like, oh, by the way, $30,000 for you. My friend Ali got a scholarship, basically the equivalent of that, where they got like a financial aid package, basically, because he was so good and he went from a pretty poor area of town and he was able to get in. But other than that, pretty much no one was able to pay for that. Yeah, and so people are like, why do academies in Europe do so much better at producing talent? I'm like, well, it's because they're better at finding and developing it. They find the kids absolutely destroying people in Sunday leagues and then find a way to pay for them to live in the academy and get raised and go to school while also still going to all this extra effort. Oh, that was weird. He landed on me. Took away my shot. Swung on anyways. Also, not a straight pitch here, but I gotta say the Rockies and Mariners have some of the uglier uniforms that I remember. Not a huge fan of black and purple. Also, don't like gray with the ugliest shade of blue. Never a huge fan of that. Whenever I see a game come on, I'm just like, not a fan. I wish more baseball jerseys used darker colors. I don't know who decided who all baseball jerseys are white or gray. I'm just like, no, we're not doing this. Like, be like the Giants, where it's like black with orange or something. That's kind of cool. Turning into the Yankees every year. What are your jersey options? White pinstripes or gray? Oh. Okay. It's easy to wash out the clay, I guess. I think the Browns definitely have the ugliest jerseys, though, in all sports. Actually, that's a bold claim. I don't know if I can commit to that, but brown as your primary color is crazy decision. Also, what's your mascot? We don't have a mascot. Oh. Well, what a boring franchise. Technically, it's a dog. Technically, it's a guy. This red-haired dude. What? Like a leprechaun? Absolutely not. Then who the heck is the mascot? I can't believe that is not rebranded. Cleveland's got some insane Stockholm syndrome. Easier to coordinate between teams with one guaranteed white. You know, but that's what I'm saying. I always hated that. That's like my least favorite part about baseball. Also, it's like sometimes I get like, oh, it's easier to coordinate uniforms. But then you have like a white team playing against like a gray team, and I'm just like, this is such a boring color. DC? DC. We DC'd. Yep, my internet just vomited. Internet just vomited so hard. Teammates just forfeit after thing one because I scored, but then the game rewound and said, actually, just kidding. Nope. Nice. Stop running my Tor connection. I knew it. Digicamo is a godless bot. Wait, actually, Podges of whatever jersey. I did the Digicamo. Wait, they're doing Digicamo? Yeah, we're obligated to speak to each other in Rocket League in French now that the French have won the most recent major. I've always had Digicamera. I don't, I mean, I definitely are not a ball knower. I haven't watched baseball since I was in the 2nd grade. I just know like what's on Twitter headlines. So therefore, Ohtani is the only player that exists in baseball outside of Paul Skeens or whatever. Him and Shohei Ohtani and Paul Skeens are the only 2 baseball players that exist in the world to me. Black and white digicamos. I know what drugs they were on when they designed those. Probably similar ones to the... Wow, that was not even close. Not even close, chat. Not even close. Babe Ruth? I thought he retired last year. We need like a new version of Babe Ruth, a guy who like is like looks way too out of shape to be a professional athlete and yet is just legendarily amazing. He's like a custom created character type player, you know? Like just make this guy like way out of shape, always smoking, meanwhile 700 home runs, you know? Big Sexy was that? Danny Burgers, hello Evan Carson. If you notice in a Bad Bunny, you would also know Juan Soto. Really? No! If I actually responded a little bit faster on the bump. Bartolo Colon. Minus home runs, yeah. Who's that obese golfer who's a dog? That'd be interesting. An actual dog? Airbutt? Collegiate CS, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Dana Taco, full-time caster commentator within Rocket League. You guys might have seen me before. If you only watch RLCS, you never heard of me. If you watch a lot of Collegiate and a lot of bubble scene stuff, you've probably seen a lot of me. So typically we're GC3 SSL, trying to just rank back up. We got some bad news the other day and kind of emo grinded our way down. So now we're just trying to get it all back. Collegiate CS, I'm not sure if you guys saw Akron Blue and Akron Gold both won lands on the same day at the same time today. on banana. They're peeking. No. Collegiate CS is a collegiate conference series. It is not a Counter-Strike. Doc, what was that? It's a CS call out, right? Yeah, I know, it's very confusing, Zach. I think the same thing whenever collegiate CS raids me. I was just like, it's not Counter-Strike, right? Just for a half second, I was like, wait, Counter-Strike? You just know if collegiate Counter-Strike, there's someone is going to make a collegiate Counter-Strike league and try to claim that Twitch handle, and they're going to be like, taken, how? Even more confusing to go when it's not CS. Yeah, that's what they call... Wait, who got the corner? I'm not gonna lie, I assumed that was the corner was mine. Who's got that corner then? Two on B, 2 on B. Oof, terrible. Oof, even worse. My recovery is non-existent in these lobbies. It's really funny. Dude, it's just like the 1/2 pixel. I'm like, yeah, they won't chow that, and then they do. Are we doing good? Quali, wow, it's been a while. We've been all right. That's a lie. We had a pretty rough weekend, but you know, it's been chill. Been with the girlfriend, getting food, relaxing. We're trying to relax. You guys are quoting some Counter-Strike meme that I have no knowledge of. Going stream should run some soon. Unrusting right now? Yeah, it's a tough one to unrust, for sure. This kid pushed like... What are you guys... What are you quoting? Oh my god. Like a speed demon. There's so many random... Ugh, god. Nice save. Admit he's doing it sideways. To takes to also is quoting the same one. Revive the up middle through our connector. Dude, what? I'm so lost. Oh, did you send me the link? He's doing it sideways. What? What is the sideways even referring to? Like his movement or something? He's doing it sideways. Wow, we are getting single-handedly torn apart by Reichly just taking dumb 50s. Oh, B hopping. Oh, okay. Russell, thank you for $4.99.
I dig your content, man.
Thank you, Russell. Appreciate that. I don't dig anything about this game. GG. Are you so good? I don't have to deal with teammates like that most often. Also, I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but I don't think I've ever received an invitation for a party in this game, ever, and been able to accept it first time. It, like, without fail, always will be like, invite. And then it says, sorry, failed. Like, I don't know why, ever, without fail, I've never been able to, like, actually accept an invite. I always have to invite them. All right, Turret's in the party. Unfortunately, he just got into a game, so... Sure. Oh. In the meantime...
This kid pushes like a fucking
Now this is way too long of a video. I'm not watching that on stream. I'll watch it later. I appreciate the donation, Russell. Putting us 1 cent below our super chat goal. The ultimate tease. He's doing it sideways. Surely. Hey, pause. Bonk. GG's, Reichly. Good luck on your grind. Oof. Oof. Oh, I'm warmed up, chat. You can tell. All the off-target shots, oh yeah. Or win for Turt to get out of a game, chat, so 1 sec. This game gonna take a bit, he says. Yes, it is. All right, well. You can queue without me? No, it's fine. I'll rings. Taco bar. Taco bar. Hi, tacos tonight. From an actual taqueria. I'm gonna lurk, read, sleep. Good night, BBs. Good night, doctor. Thank you for the resub. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let that one slip for a sec. Is there a time record? I don't know if I've ever actually gone for like a specific record on this or remember it. Whatever the world record for this map is, I would say I probably had 30 seconds onto it. I don't think I've ever been that good at this map. Some of the world record stuff is crazy. Like, in order to get through one of the turns, you're going to see a little bit later where there's a bunch of rings in a row that are doing a U-turn. You basically have to bounce off the inside edge of the ring. Oh. You have to go off the inside edge of the ring in order to do it, and I'm like, that's such an insane tech that I would be so tilted going for and missing, and then you basically just blew your whole run. We're at the end of the 3rd month. Huh? In terms of college basketball season? Oh. Just reading chat. Or end of the 3rd month as in, like, the passage of time within this year. Oh, calendar, okay. Remember Mizu tried to get that perfect bounce off the ring. Oh yeah, I mean, I remember he has a crazy fast time. My buddy Glacier also has a really fast time in this. I think he's like less than a second off from the world record or something. Whoa, 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 whoa. Brain just timed out for a second. Didn't know where I was going. Okay. Hi, JG. Yeah, we're still waiting for Turt to get out of a game. We're not sure how long it's gonna take, so let's try to do rings for a bit, and then we'll chill from there. Yeah, this is you have to get basically a bounce, like doing this, but like an actual clean bounce. Like, I have no idea how he does it, where he rebounds off and keeps his speed. It's like he's literally just like doing like, he's just like dive bombing straight into it, like that. Oh, I think I just did it. Okay. Well, that's how he does it. But he recovers way faster, so I don't know how you practice that. Wish they would add these to consoles. I think it's just too much work, because this is like a workshop. This is put together by someone else. Like, technically, when you're playing this, you're downloading it from Steam and loading it in. So the thing is like, when it comes to trying to do this on a console, I don't think they literally can load this in the same way without basically breaking a rule. Because also when they use this, they're basically using a Steam property. Like anything you make in the Steam Workshop is property of Steam. So I think Steam wouldn't be happy with you using it on a console because it doesn't belong to anyone except Steam or PC users. Ready when you are? Okay. Tara and I are ready. Nope. Cover the rocket racing into rings. What? Why? What if they could somehow incorporate the rocket racing maps into rings? I don't know how those would even be connected. The maps? I mean, they're in Unreal Engine 5. They can't import it into Unreal Engine 3. I just don't think you have time for them anymore. Ayo? Is it because I started stream late? I was doing adventures around Dallas today. I was out and about for like 6-7 hours. Ah, I wanted the scoop, but that was not even close to the height I needed. Oh, close one. I think he was thinking I was going forward, which is fair. I was just trying to line up in a natural way for him. Man, I changed my mind. Vertsky, thank you for the raid. Who else is there? Nobody, Matt. Except for all these people in chat. Welcome into Vertsky. What were you up to tonight? There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. Where in Dallas? I was in West Dallas, out and about exploring. But I live north of Dallas and up in Plano. Oh. How you doing, Jordan Wilkerson? Anyone catch the match he played with the viewers? I'm sorry. Former 1v1 day, you mean? Sad. I was in McKinney, then moved to Anna. Okay. See, I see. I done early as I have the dentist bright and early. Boo. Only Verdsky schedules the dentist for 6 a.m. Watch the LCS? I watched a little bit of it. I watched a lot more Saturday than I did Sunday. Sunday I was out and about, like I said, but I mean, it was a good bit of matches. Carmine definitely on like a whole other level. These guys are unreal. Carmine getting Drawley essentially for free from BDS is such an insane pickup. Because BDS like crumbled as an organization. Are you a motorcycle guy? I am not. I don't mind motorcycles. I think it'd be cool to get licensed on them one day, but I also understand motorcycles, like, in terms of, like, accident per 100,000 is, like, one of the deadliest form of travel, based on just how frequently all those drivers are getting injured. But it's also just because people just don't respect motorcycles, so a lot of them just merge into lanes or don't pay attention to them in traffic and whatnot. Oof, that's highly unfortunate. Are you a golf guy? I do not play golf and am not super interested in that. Man, we're getting a lot of raids. Ninja Gloppy, thank you for the thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Oh, I realized halfway through he's not channeling that. Bruh. These guys are good. Look at these fakes. Dude. Kid's getting beat over the top. All right, very fun. GG's. Not even close. Let's try that again. Streamers Guide is working on a crossbar sounds plugin added in persistent storage of settings. Good. It's a good thing to work on. It's definitely going to be a feature I think people like. I think people seem to be very antagonistic towards the developers because they're like, why'd you add a crossbar sound? No one cares about the crossbar sound. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think the crossbar sound's a really cool addition to the game. I think it's something that's like kind of goofy. I personally, whenever I hear it, I'm like, but at the same time, it doesn't sound goofy enough that it like ruins the intensity of games. Like when it dings in the middle of like an RLCS game, I thought it would sound out of place and it really doesn't. But yeah, all the crazy things that people are adding to the game instead is definitely a good addition. Anytime they add like a new sound effect or a new something that has a set file that it plays, I knew immediately modders are gonna like eat that up and they'll be like, oh cool, now we get to just make a new sound. Take a ball ding, yep. That was actually my alert sound for many a moon, but I eventually changed it to a slightly edited church bell sound because I Googled, is the Taco Bell ding copyrighted? And it was, and I was afraid my content would be attacked for that because companies find any way to figure out if any of their media has been tampered with. So I was just like, don't want the wrath of Taco Bell. They're my idols. That's my like dream sponsor. If I could get a Taco Bell sponsorship, I would shill for them so hard. Dog metal. Honestly, the Metal Gear Solid alert sound is another one I thought of. Just dun. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Like, oh, we just got abused right there by a guy with no boost. Interesting. Interesting. I genuinely think Ren just hit the brakes right before that challenge. I don't really know how he doesn't touch that. I meant duck metal? I don't think I've ever heard that. Oh, the duck isn't whack, like a quack. Bang. I personally think, you know those like cartoon effects for like when someone slips and falls? Where it's like woo, like stuff like that. I want a randomized suite of those to play on every post hit. Like every time a post hit comes in, there's like one of them randomly decides to play. I feel like that'd be a fun feature. So it's not just one, it's like multiple. You can with my plugin? See, he's thinking of everything. He already knew I was gonna ask that. The next version I released? There we go. Into the patch notes here goes. Hello, Angie. What are you up to? Sponsor my CEO, Taco Bell. I would love. Honestly, if I ever get to like a partner level in Twitch, I'm definitely gonna send a DM over to Taco Bell and be like, yo, listen. Yo, listen. I haven't worked an event that was sponsored by Taco Bell before as a caster, so I'm like, it's literally the connection's already there. You have my contact information. I basically was paid by Taco Bell. I'm in their payroll system. In the cold? Is it cold out in LA? It was like really warm out over here in Dallas. It was like 85 all day. Then again, I'm not sure if an Angelisan. What do you call yourselves? Los Angelo? An Angelian? I feel like I should know this. Oh. Dorks? Yeah, that's a good word. Thanks, Veggie. Angelino? Yes, probably. The fact that you say I think makes me feel like this is not a real thing. Like, I know my sister lives in San Francisco, and she's like, I hate people who call it Frisco. Because the only people who call it Frisco are people who are not from San Francisco, or people who are, like, not... Like, who are, like, super, super, super old. So it's like, I wonder if, like, Angelino is, like, something they call people from Los Angeles, but it's, like, no one from actual Los Angeles uses it, you know? Oh, Angie, do you see the Twitter meme where it's like, I like the idea of like Mordor in, it's like Mordor in Lord of the Rings, where it's like you literally just have a normal city and then just hell is across a river. It's like cities should have stuff like that. And then people posted a picture of LA and like Orange County. And they're just like, isn't that basically like the two? It's like the cool city and like the evil side. And I'm like, I feel like people in Los Angeles probably have opinions about that. Gonna have to ask Angie about it. Nice shot. It's accurate. Hit a Kaicho into a musty. Oh, Billy, you gotta spell psycho first. Literally Fort Worth versus Dallas. Why are you ready for that? Seriously, why? Why was he sitting there? I thought at the very least he'd chase it around enough that I could, like, steal that away. Oof, okay. Nice clear turret. Go ahead, bed. Enjoy your stream. Thank you, Ninja. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's a donk. Close one. We're part of the 1570 gang. I don't know what that is. I definitely dropped a decent amount in threes, if that's what you're asking. That was because I learned I was didn't make top 10 of LG. And was depresso queuing without me realizing having no food in my stomach, and I went from like 1720 to like 1630. It was bad. He's saying you old. Yeah, I was born in 1570. Pandy just revealed that he's actually a vampire, low key with that one. Very cool, like getting demoed on the extra rotation. Now we dove in on that one. Pulse Foyer? What? Oh, shot, that's the real one. Just followed me on Twitch. Seems like a fan account. That works. Bruh, how can you go for a demo and still maintain your straight line to the ball? Just a fan account? Yeah, I figured. But welcome in. Hello, Ren. Boop. Our game's going, winning much? We're winning a decent amount. We're definitely positive for the day. Oh. Not gonna lie, thought that bounce is a little bit different on my landing. All right, if we lose, that's on me. Okay. That's crazy. Unfortunately, that might be game. Never mind. Ren Coward. Hello, TFG. Dungeon. What you up to? Huh? That was a crazy delayed flick on that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was a weird one to recover on. It's fine. Dang it. Okay, you know, that reset, I don't think. No, he doesn't. Okay. Ah, heavy touch. Oh. I don't know why I thought turret was bumping that guy, so I'm like, if I just put it on target, maybe it's a goal on its own. Getting bad touches, chat, not gonna lie. That's fine. Deflection back middle. Ren has that. Nice. Good shot. Nice shot, Ren. Cool. I didn't necessarily calculate that pass, but it works. I'm down bad. I'm ancient. I think it's pretty good to, if you're born in 1570 and you're only in a nursing home. I feel like you'd be in an urn. Though that would be crazy if you actually were that old. And then all those times that we were in Discord, it turns out I was just talking to an urn. Just a Razer headset on a frickin' like gold trim urn. Sick. Look how he was able to half flip and catch up to me by the time I touched that. Oh. I should have lobbed that softly. I didn't realize they wouldn't challenge that in time. Hello, dumb bum. This is Fortnite. Good eye. Turret hits those. Nice. Sure, flick. Oh! Deflection. Nope. Hey, I did not expect that teammate to miss that. Hello, Luke. Good. No double off the ceiling for us, I guess. Oh, that was a top corner. Good save. It's fine. Forces him to throw it away. That might be a goal, though. Ah, that's a shame. Thought we had that covered. Okay. Good catch. And Turt really good. Turt is good. He's a gamer. Ah, he was waiting for that exact touch. Magic Noodle followed my channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. No! I got way too underneath that, holy. It's fine. Dude, these guys with their like weak touches into the overlap is insane. I did not realize we would miss that. But that's fine. Calculated. Oof. Is box mod bannable? No. Box mod provides no actual advantage. Hello, Johnny Ray. He said, oh, nah, but I think I went up for it, and because of that, he slowed down. And when I didn't hit it, he was like, wait, what? And then he didn't react. That happens to me sometimes. Where you definitely get into a perspective of like, okay, I'm just gonna play off this guy's hit. And then when he doesn't, your brain just lags for saying like, wait, he missed that? Why did he go up? Placement? Oh, off the post, dude. Can infinite jump? Yeah, but that's not actually in-game, you know? Also, if they're doing infinite jumps, that might just be because they're in a private game, and you can do that in your private matches by setting up the mutator to have infinite jumps. You went for that? That's crazy. All right, well. I thought I beat him pretty cleanly to that, so I was like, oh, he's probably not gonna go. Troxon's stalking me? About time. Okay. 10 different streamers ignored me. Streamers just have a lot going on, especially if they're doing like psychotic stuff. Like I know my buddy Frontal Panda does, where he'll stream on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. So it's very hard to read 2 chats, let alone 3. Turret, bang, 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 bang. He's so good. Yeah. John Reagan Diamond is hard when everyone's a hero running a gimmick, doesn't know how to play threes, can't rotate, bad breath, random movement, boost talking, diamond playing, crusty ass piece. Honestly, I think 2 of those don't really belong, but I mean, I understand. Yeah, box mod isn't illegal or bannable. It's just a mod. It's basically an injector. So essentially, if you build a mod, it allows the mods to like actually be used within the game. It's like an interface, if anything. Like it by itself is not a mod, but also a lot of box mod stuff is built so that it's not able to be used in game. If there's anything like a ball direction projection, you know, where it's like you can see the path of the ball and there's a long line that'll get drawn. Like, oh wow. Problem is you can't use that in game, you know? So like it's be used for practice maybe, but you can't do anything else. Yeah, mods have been relatively quiet today, Matt. Points? We do not have points in the stream. I probably understand why. It probably increases the chat rate for sure, but I've never thought, felt kind of gimmicky to have points in a stream chat. Oh, I think our Brazilian opponents have gotten off the game, or at least they're trying to Q dodge because we are suddenly not having any games. What do you mean, Veggie? No, I'm talking to YouTube, Veggie. Also, those are not the same. Channel points are not the same as like what they're doing. They're doing like exclamation points in chat. What? Listen, that's insane that you just chowed that when you just let beat that ball so that hard. That's crazy. Crazy. Nice. Bang. A lot of random cars. Don't give him any ideas. Yeah, I saw the other guy pre-jumping me, and I'm like, well, if I break to the far side, I'm just gonna get dunked back in, but... Oof. No, Lissam just happened to be downfield, that's crazy. Yeah, I borked that up by trying to be extra clever. Did not have to do that. It's fine. What? Interesting. Well, it works. Should not be going up. Yeah, it's fair. I was pausing a bit too much there. It was a slow rotation. I was a shittin' duck. Wait, what? Just realized you can't add the SH funny pronunciation into that word. Oh, good pre-jump. Interesting. Unfortunately, Turdo, I think, was locked in and understanding, like, oh, he has a double tap, and then when he doesn't, gives him, like, that half second of, like, oh. I can't get that. Luckily, that was just close enough to the ceiling to be confusing as a read. I'm sorry, Normal, please get that 50, thank you. Okay. That's insane that 4 people went for that. Oh, I couldn't adjust that last second. Tough. Still get it? Nice. Hold on. It's just that easy, chat. We're getting it done. I feel like I reacted like an anime character right there. Boost got taken, just like, oh, no, my boost. Damn it. That was unfortunate. I think Turret was trying to pinch that forward and just unfortunately got past middle. Dr. Slavic Thighs, that's a name. It works. Champy flip back, no? Nice pass. What's our being in rule 1 and what's our being in a rule 1? Oh, you're gonna have to check that again. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, the one that you're losing and you're in rule 1, I feel like is worse because then you have to accept the loss. But if you're in OT, you're just there forever until someone DCs. All right, just trying to get above champion. I guess it kind of works, except for the fact he gets a perfect double tap on the side of the wall. Nice. That works.
I can feel you breathing in, rising like the tide. You could tell me anything, look me in the eye.
I wanted to get that more middle, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to. I think Joe's pre-jump would be a low key.
You can take your time. I will give you everything just to make you mine. Time and time, give me love, foot on the gas and we can take it far.
Man, I would love to not get bumped and my boost stolen. Very rude. What a shot! Oh my god. Sweet baby J. Look at that redirect. Bing. Flawlessly placed. Swear that was a 1K game. I feel that some games you really do feel like you play and you're like, I definitely have 1,000 points, right? I feel like I'm getting all saves, all goals. Can you teach me Rocket League? Hello, Oscar. There's a jump button, there's a boost button, there's an accelerate button, and that's really all you need. Don't even need the left stick, chat. Watch me play this game like that. See, do you think I need a left stick? I don't think so. Eventually I'll hit this ball. See the Mortal Kombat goal explosion? I have it though. Wait. No! I have not touched the right stick yet. Or the left stick. Trying to bounce around. That's the true, oh my god, Vert and BU. I don't know, ancient times I've last seen them. Yeah, I have the Mortal Kombat goal explosion. It's gorgeous. Ah, yes, BU, retired RLCS bubble player. Still hitting double resets in ranked like it's nothing. Try to bounce underneath the first guy. Oh, bumped the wrong guy, unfortunately. Grab that. Turret doesn't have that read on fort. I did not think Turret would hit that like that. Oh no. Hello, Angel. I was soloing base before. That's actually an insane pre-jump, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Okay. Close one. No. Gotta tuck it across the turret. Hit it a little bit behind myself. Almost crazy. You are gay for playing this. Punk loser alcoholic. All right, buddy. Unfortunate thing that a game is somehow able to have a causal relationship with sexuality. Not really sure how that's even scientifically possible, but I guess I shouldn't question it. Oh, that turret had that. Probably shouldn't have abandoned him there. Play Siege? Boo. Tack shooters? Get real, dude. All right. I saw he would probably cut that, so like we'll go from there. Oof. I have a slightly higher hit. C3 or GC1, this is GC2. But multiple people in this lobby have been SSL before, so. This is just kind of early season here. I don't recognize the TikTok guy, but all of us have been SSL before in this lobby. Yellow. Just a little awkward because it's kind of early season, late at night. People might just be playing goofy, you know? When were you D3? Like 6 years ago? Like, I don't even know, dude. Probably longer than that, to be honest. Actually, no, probably like 8 years ago. Yeah, we'll take overtime. I was like, I don't know if I can catch that. I would say I was diamond for probably like a couple months until I got to champ. Okay. Oh, I saw Vert miss that, and I was like, I gotta flip immediately. That's a weird one. Siege, you mean the 2002 action RPG dungeon crawler Dungeon Siege? What a blast in the past. I think that's exactly what he was asking for us to play, Sheep. Good eye. Ren's a good third. Yeah, Ren is someone I've played with a decent amount. He was always good. Oh my god, what a sweaty freaking thing. 2 different people with a period in their name. One of them black PFP. These guys are either locked in or they're the most down bad a human has ever been. ¿Por qué no los dos, though? Yeah, I feel like we found our answer there. Okay. You're never diamond. You were an all-star? I mean, I was an all-star, I remember. Oh, yike. Can you say happy Eid to Yusuf? Happy Eid to Yusuf. Eid Mubarak. Is it even Eid right now? Oof. That's a tough one. Yes, in KSA? Ah, okay. Well, Eid Mubarak, Yusuf. Hope everything's going well for you. Get your game on. Unfortunately, you put too many emotes in one message, so my butt slapped you. Sorry about that. Oh, the clean transition chat. Oh, so, I'm sorry, I thought you were going down line. I was like, I'm just gonna lay it into you. Nice reset. Close one.
My world is turned upside down.
Dude, every touch is slightly off.
For each right now. Ever since the day we both walked us
Oh, you actually did get the reset on that? I didn't think you would. Oh, he went for the freaking breezy on that one. That was a weird ground pinch, honestly, that Turk just got. I don't really know how that went up. Ah, that was kind of greedy. I was like, maybe I can pass that turret. A little too light. Austin, thank you for the $4.99. It's a little bit better lately. Yeah, today was a bit of improvement. Well, we're still, we got some bad news on Friday. Lost out on our $100,000 creator competition, top 10. Which is kind of like a big distraction from esports being kind of dookie right now. Which means we're gonna go back to being a LinkedIn main. I have no earthly idea how you are not demoed.
ever since the day
What are the odds that that guy hits it back to his own thing? Hope you're doing well, Austin, though. Figure out deal job. Honestly, anything in psychology I'm pretty knowledgeable about. But we're at the point in the job search where it's like I'm getting rejected from like entry level. Like not even an interview. Like I'm just like I have a master's degree in like 6 years of experience, or 7 years, you could argue. And I'm still not getting like any looks from like any position. It's really tilting. And everyone's like, well, it's tough for everyone. But I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe not an ideal job. I'd like to move into marketing a bit more, but I don't really know how to do that. So I'm gonna have to talk to people, and I love that. I'm gonna have to talk to creators who have made that jump before. Tried the school districts. No, I'm not a psychologist. Like I'm a mental health psychologist. I'm a research psychologist. So there's a bunch of labs that hire people with exactly my skill set and degree preferences and all that, but unfortunately, none of them are hiring me. Okay. Yeah, from Reach's perspective, I have a very stacked resume, but honestly, I think my 2 years of going full-time content and stuff, I've made it very confusing for people. Because I think they're dealing with some issues like they might just be seeing it as a gap in my resume, and they're just like, oh, I don't want to hire that. It's just like, I still have all the knowledge. Like, it might take me an extra half second to remember a certain something, but like, I still have all the knowledge. So yeah, it's just a little tilting right now to think about how rough the job market is. I'm probably gonna apply to like 700 jobs and maybe to get an interview at one. So just gonna have to streamline my resume and just mass apply and just keep doing that every day. And then I guess we'll see from there. Turned up my controls later. I want to turn it down a little. So yeah, we're just doing there. Do you make a living from streaming? Do your part-time job? I work full-time in esports, which is something that historically has been able to sustain my career, but past like 4 or 5 months, it's been a huge nosedive in productivity. I think we're kind of in an esports recession right now, so that's been kind of frustrating. So I'm trying to go back in the traditional job market. In the marketing world, seems like the only way to get in. That's kind of my thought, is like I'm gonna have to find a friend of mine who works in marketing and then find a way for them to like, you know, give me advice or look over my resume or do something to like help me do that. Because everyone's like, well, you marketed yourself before, like you're a streamer, you're all that, you know how to do like brand management or whatever, talent management. But it's like, yeah, but the thing is, unless I have like a degree or some things, it might be hard to sell that. So I need advice from people to help tailor that. What kind of labs? Like psychology labs or really just anything in the social sciences. Honestly, I feel confident I can work in like a psychiatry. It's like more, or like any lab, so long as it's not requiring like content area knowledge to a ridiculous extent, you know? Like I was a project coordinator for like 2 years. So it's like, that's not really, it's more so just like, I have the resume to back it and everything. It just, I don't know. I do feel like, especially when I've tried applying to North Texas, University of North Texas, for example, I think a lot of those job postings are just made like legally for legal reasons. Like they have an internal hire in place and then they're just gonna post a job posting, but they're not actually hiring anyone, you know? Like they just need to make it look like they're hiring someone. Because I've been a part of that for in Arizona one time when I got promoted to project coordinator. They were like, hey, we're gonna promote you, but we need to post a job posting to just show that we're looking for people. And I'm like, it's crazy that pretty much it's a university agreed upon that you legally have to put out a job posting, even though they're all agreed that they're not gonna hire anyone else. It's almost always the case. Yep. And that's why it's really irritating. So yeah, my labs I'm applying to are almost always rejecting. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, there was a psychometrist position, which is essentially just like your job is literally just to run psychological exams, neurological batteries, score them, analyze them, give feedback, all that. Very straightforward job. Like it requires some training, but for the most part, if you know how to do it, which I've done that, it's pretty straightforward. They were like, oh, we need a bachelor's degree and 1 year of experience. And I have like probably like 5 to 6 years of experience on that and a master's. And they still didn't even interview me. Rejection. And I was like, buddy, what are you even getting for applicants if I'm like 6 timing your education and requirement or an experience? Like, was my cover letter an error and it just said, go F yourself, hiring manager? Like, I genuinely, I don't know what people are seeing out of that, or they actually just got someone who was like me, but has like a crazier resume. And it's like, that's entirely possible. You're just getting scooped. You know, maybe I'm a decent applicant, but ultimately I'm just losing out to all the people who are just slightly better. But I don't know. It's like after, you know, you apply to 10, 15 jobs and a lot of them are entry level, even just to see if you can get a offer, and then you still get nothing. You're just like, damn, like what are we doing here anymore? Makes them have to pay you more. Ugh, it's just stupid, dude. Well, 'cause that's the thing though, is like then the alternative is me applying with a bachelor's or something, you know? Factor, I mean, no, I know. I mean, if they're doing it with a budget. Oh, I just realized I'm not queuing. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing as well, because it's like, I understand that might be a factor, but it's like, what's the other option? I just lie about my education, you know? And just, I guess maybe not lie, but omit, which is a form of lying, where I just say, yeah, I have a bachelor's degree, and I earned it, you know, The thing is like, if I lie about having a master's or whatever, you know, like, then I just have to say, oh, I was a graduate assistant for 4 years, but then I left with no degree. You know, like, it just, like, a lot of my experience is that I was a graduate assistant doing a lot of research, like doing a lot of statistical analysis, doing a lot of writing, doing a lot of project management, doing a lot of survey design. Like, it's just like, there's a lot of stuff I was doing there. So I don't know if it's like better for me to lie. Most people start with bachelors and get their master's while in their position. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, but I get that. I don't know, it just bothers me because it's like, when I entered the job search, I was seeing some of these job postings. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a slam dunk. Like, even according to LinkedIn, bachelor's degree, etc., easy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's an experiment to try. I'll try to apply those positions and then just not list my master's or something. And then maybe that will be an advantage. If I get an interview while doing that, I'm gonna burn this whole system down. I'm not gonna lie. Problem is, if I also get a lower paycheck, that's also gonna be kind of BS. What if I just say, oh, I'm gonna go for a master's in decision, then I just go, hey, look, I got my degree online via blah, 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 cough, cough, cough. And then just show up with my new master's. Unis and schools. Well, I do wonder now how many schools I applied to at the uni. The thing is, some of those programs did specifically ask for a master's. Some of them don't, obviously. The entry-level ones where it's just like bachelor's, they're not. I never considered actually the pay scale thing. That might be actually pretty accurate. Oh. Hello, Jerkmate, found a boss. What's up? Nice. Damn, he was just going. I don't know. I'm at a point where I'm just like, I feel like I'm getting desperate, and it's like I'm wanting to just be like, can I like apply to be a graduate assistant for like a school with an esports program, get a scholarship, and then just go for like another master's. But I'm like, I do not want to do that. It's like a last case scenario. I mean, of course, I could also just be like, let's just get a job in like retail. I'm sure I could find literally any job, but the problem is like, I went through all this schooling. The idea of going for a job that's not even gonna pay me 20 bucks an hour is literally killing me inside. Like the mere contemplation of that being a reality is like so irritating to me. Because at the end of the day, I do need to pay bills, so I guess we'll find out. What's your rank? Typically GC3 SSL. Right now we're ranking up again. Went on a weird streak the other day of games. Whoa. Marketing can pay well, but starting pay is ass. Yeah, but I kind of just want a job because I've never worked in marketing explicitly, but like in terms of my like human psych specialty, because I'm a social psychologist by trade, which is exactly what the core psychological principles of marketing are. I understand that. I'm very good with data analysis. Like I can critically analyze data sets and what do they need. I'm a creative thinker in regards to like, you know, doing marketing the past couple weeks and for the LG thing, on top of the fact of like, I am been a creator, so familiar with a lot of kind of selling yourself, presenting a product, etc. So it's like, I bet I have enough that I could get like a marketing assistant job, but even those are like very competitive. And sometimes if you're not a business degree person, they're just like, yeah, I don't give a crap. Sales and selling your soul. Did you know? I don't like this is going, Zig. God, what the, what? God, is that 100 gifted? What? Dodged indeed. Zig, what the heck? God, thank God that is not like YouTube, because otherwise that'd be going ding, ding. It's 35% off. Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much, Sig. Wow. So you didn't spend $600. You spent a meager $400, more or less. Wow. Thank you. Well, if you guys got a gifted sub, it's 99% likely that is from Zig. God of Zig Fat W. That is certainly a way to sell your soul. And if we really want to get into it, I got 3% of that back too. Wait, you're using a cashback rewards card? Kind of sick deal. That's funny. You get 3% back. Payers $35, $40 an hour, dude. That sounds like a dream. That's exactly the salary I would love. Honestly, I think my baseline is like I want to get paid anywhere from like 20 to 25. I think that'd be more than acceptable. Credit card cash back, baby. Hell yeah. Awesome from New York. Thank you for the tier 1. Hey guys, I think we hit our Twitch sub goal for today. Maybe. There's simply no way of knowing for sure. Most I've ever seen gifted. I think that's the most we've ever... Oh, we've gotten a couple 100 bombs. I don't know if we've ever seen more than that. I want to say someone might have gone heavier than that, but there's simply no way of knowing based on my memory. But yeah, thank you so much for the 100 gifted. That's it's crazy generous. I don't know if Twitch does the thing where they cut it by month anymore. I know that's what YouTube does, and I kind of like that. Like all the money I make in today and tomorrow will come in my next thing at the end of April. So I kind of like that, you know? Whereas Twitch is like kind of weird sometimes in that you'll like get a donation or like a crazy like PayPal thing in... My brain just turned off. You'll get like a crazy gifted thing on like the 29th or 30th, and then you check your next month, and it's not on there. And I'm like, it literally came last month. How is it not counted? But I don't know if Twitch changed that. I know they've been a little bit different lately. Yeah, thank you, Zig. That's actually really appreciated, especially because this is going to be like, April is going to be a very busy month for casting, but it's also going to be probably my hardest financial month because it's also when I owe all my taxes for, when I owe them immediately, you know, but like, it's when I gotta, the bill comes due for my taxes for this year for freelance, which means I'm not getting a tax return, chat. I am paying taxes to the federal government. Luckily, I owe nothing to state, which is why I live in Texas. Do you profit from gifted subs? I do. The most direct way of supporting me, I would say, if you're looking for just straight, like, I want cash value directly to someone, is a PayPal donation or like the Ko-Fi link. But everything on Twitch, I get 50% of exactly of what the base price is. So if it's $6 for a gift sub, I get $3 of that. I mean, I do have my Venmo linked to my Twitter. I've gotten at least $20 set to be that way. Funny times. But yeah, like, I do get stuff from, I would say, Twitch, I try to just, I say, like, if you want to donate to that, it's great. But I do feel kind of bad because, like, for example, those gifted subs, like, it's 35% off, but even without 35%, that's like $600, you know? And then I get half of that. So it's like you paid to kind of support me in the stream, but like, the way I also think of gifted subs is like, they're probably the best way to grow the stream. because it brings in new viewers and brings back old viewers because they got a gifted sub, you know? So it definitely helps grow the stream and viewership, but it's also like in terms of direct monetary support, Twitch is such like a hard-nosed deal for streamers since you only get 50%. Ooh. Hey, Ash Wilson. How you doing? Is your sub payout based on the price of the sub or the tier? The price of the sub. Actually, I don't know about when there's discounts. I actually don't know if they still pay me the full amount. But like it does scale based on the price. So if I'm getting paid, if it's a $25 tier 3 sub, I do get $12.50 off that. Yeah, I genuinely don't know when there's discounts. I haven't really checked that. I'm assuming the math that they're going for is like you get paid less, but because they're cheaper, you get more people subbing. You know what I mean? Like how giving a discount on a product in a store might sell more of those. And so in total, you're liable to make more, even though, because it costs everyone else less. But I don't know if that math actually works out for me, typically. I know Twitch has been kind of screwy lately. There was a streamer who said she got gifted in 1 month 3,000 subs, and so therefore her baseline paycheck should be at least $6,000, and they or like $9,000, and she got her check and it was only like 4,000, and she was like, "What?" And then she checked her stats, and like Twitch like was changing her gifted sub amounts, where it's like, "Oh, you got gifted this much," and she was like, "No." And she started warning other streamers, and other big streamers were checking their paychecks and like, wait, yeah, they're skimming my gifted subs, basically. So I don't know what happened with that. YouTube superior? Well, YouTube gets 70%, but yeah, that's why I say like the most premium way of like stream, if someone wants to donate to a streamer and they want it to be like the most pure form of donation helping the streamer, YouTube I have to wait until the end of next month to collect any donations. Twitch I have to wait until the 15th of the next month to receive some form of donation. I don't even know if it's the previous months. I don't know their cutoff date, like I said earlier. But beyond that, it's Ko-Fi I get, or PayPal donations. I get like 99% of that immediately because it goes straight to my PayPal. I didn't have the boost to keep it up. Wow, is that a love poem for Lost? Brazilian in the chat. But yeah, ultimately, I'm just trying. I'm gonna be a LinkedIn main for a while. I'm just gonna be desperately trying to apply to stuff and try to see if I can get something interesting. But ultimately, I'm probably just gonna have to collapse in and be like, I need something. I'm also kind of nervous because the closer I get, I have a LAN on in May that I will have to take off if I had a job on Friday, and I'm kind of nervous that if I got a job recently, I would have to immediately like take time off, and sometimes they do not like that. They're like, buddy, you just worked here, you cannot get time off unless you're like, you know, 2-3 months in. I don't know if any of you guys' jobs have ever done that, but I've heard people's jobs kind of like that sometimes, where like, oh, you don't have PTO to take off yet, you know? 67, hello Gabriel Bray. Negotiate that as part of your acceptance? Yes. Thing is, I have to get an interview first, which apparently does not exist, at least within my field. Twitch eats the discounts, the streamer pad is just the standard tier payout. Oh, cool. Well, that's very cool of Twitch, actually. When I take jobs, contracts, and pre-scheduled things, I talk to him about it then, what he said. Oh, okay. Hey, Dan. Several posts confirming it. Well, hell yeah. Right now, another person said the same thing. I just wrote it and entered. Fair enough. That's the way you gotta be sometimes. Just be like, well, feed to the punch. 35% off, 12 more hours, just saying. That's what I'm saying, everybody. You too could donate to me and keep me away from living in a cardboard box. Private match? Hey, Shane, we are not doing a private match. BU, that's not nice of you. I'm actually blown away by how unpopular threes is nowadays. It's actually insane to me that like there's like 10 people collectively queuing all of Grand Champ 2 and 3. Yeah, I live in a wooden box, an old cabinet. I went to a Crate and Barrel today, part of our running errands, me and the lady, and my god, some of that stuff, the price. People still play this game? Apparently! Hello, VSM. Might see the drop shot queue numbers. I mean, any extra mode was always dead. Fallout of 3's casual is even worse. I don't even know how that's possible. I'm gonna be a dead ass. Because like, 3's is like such a fall off that it's like back in the day, if you were like 1800 in SSL, yeah, you're taking a long time to queue. But like now it's like you're literally just queuing in like 1700s, which is like, yeah, like a high percentage of players or a low percentage of players. But at the same time, it was never like 10 people across the entire nation. And then meanwhile, I'm like looking up frickin' like games at like 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's just like queuing for like 7 minutes. And I'm like, buddy, like, is there literally nobody on? Oh, I'll be a no one. Nice. Is a game mode for 2? I mean, I don't even think it's I mean, I understand like part of it is like you need the most number of players. I think 2 is popular, especially among like pros. Partially because of all like the other tangent like skills that you need to succeed in at a high level, but also just because it requires way fewer players. Like you need 2 fewer, so therefore any lobby fills way faster. Like, it gives you a teammate to play around with, so you're not entirely on your own, but at the same time it's like you don't have to wait for a trillion different players of your skill level, especially if you're a pro level, to load in. If I had any more speed on that read, maybe that's a redirect. His duo queue shenanigans. You're not wrong. God. Try to delay that flick so I could reach further. Couldn't quite. Why? More time on the ball is also a good sell, 100%. Nice pass. Wood box for our boy Taco. Yeah, that would be ideal, actually. Yeah, we got CRL championships this week, which is going to be dope. But, of course, with that said, it's like, you know, none of that payment comes in until, like, May anyway. DreamHack Dallas coming back. There's no Rocket League planned from what I can tell on that, so I can't work any events, but I'm probably going to apply to work as like a festival staff, which is probably going to be like $15 to $18 an hour for like a whole weekend. If that includes maybe setup day on Thursday, like thinking 8-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts for 4 days. It's not a bad amount of money. That is if I get approved. Oh, hey, hello. Love that. Did not expect DYP to already be cheating upfield on that. Oh, I tried to put it behind both of them, and I only got it past one. Going through applying would be enough. Yeah. It's kind of my thought. Admittedly, I've never actually worked retail. I've only worked like tech help desk or something. Ooh. Well, networking with other esports people? Not really. I pretty much know everybody around here. I'm trying to, honestly, I probably know who's working it, but I'm trying to low-key, like... I might hit up some contacts. Intel has a booth there, and they might need a host for that. I would love to be the Intel host. Last year, though, was my buddies Zephyr and Herc, and I have to assume they're going to get hired back. My only advantage, I don't want to try to steal that gig from Zephyr personally, but he also lives in San Antonio, so they would have to fly him out and also give him probably a hotel to stay in, whereas, or not fly him out, but like, you know, pay for his travel. And for me, they would not have to do that. So I'm like, I feel like you could save money by doing that. But I also don't want to snake the gig from Zephyr. So I might DM him and just be like, hey, have you been approached for that gig again? Because I kind of want in on it. Also, more live event hosting would just be a good resume builder for talent, for on-air talent stuff. Hello, Xander. What's up is that we just... Never mind. I was going to say we just lost this game, but we did not yet. Nice. The calculated crossbar. Hello, Victor Tapia. We just won this game. Hey, String Daddy. Yeah, you can use retro Batmobile. Sure, why not? Yeah, totally. Yeah. How's your day? Day was pretty good today. Good tacos. We're able to walk around Dallas. Hello, Panda, don't worry. Mr. Daddy, what industry do you work in? I bring the good luck. I joined the stream and you scored. Hell yeah, Xander, there you go. Can I add you? Nope, I do not add anybody I do not know. No, Austin, it's that's kind of like an old one, honestly. I just haven't updated the goal on that one a bit. I used to have it displayed on my stream, but honestly it felt, I don't know. I don't like the idea of having a donation goal with like a explicit goal for like a long-term thing, because it does, I don't know. I've never enjoyed having that on my stream. So I just turned it off. So it's like something that does get tracked, and it's a method of collecting donations, but I don't have the explicit goal outlined. So that's like $700 across. If it's like $700 or something like that, that's like from like several months of that. That's the best way to direct support you, right? Yes. That the Ko-Fi is 100% if you guys enjoy the stream or you just enjoy helping out people. The Ko-Fi link is 100% the best way to support me, because that's a 99. That's like immediate money that goes directly to my account, and I get 99% of it. Whereas, yeah, every other donation form will take at least 30 to 50% off. So something pretty good at. My party asked me to manage the local campaign in the riding where the new prime minister is running. Oh, well, congrats. It's nice to hear. What is the riding refer to? Hello, Ultimate Chomper. I'm new. Well, I'm old, so this is not gonna work. What's your rank? We're typically GC3 SSL at the end of the season. Right now we're chilling at like high GC3. Game's starting to slow down, chat. Bonk. How many wins so far tonight? I don't know, buddy. I don't count wins. Electoral district. Oh, okay. Need to get elected as MP as well. Oh, really? That's interesting. Has that ever happened where they've been elected with one and they lost the other? How'd you feel if you won against Zen? Confused why he's playing NA servers, but we feel pretty nice. Can't play with you? Nope. I do not play with anyone I don't know. It has happened? I figured. And we don't elect Prime Minister. Interesting. I'm learning. So drop my YouTube and Twitch subs and just donate $50 a month. I mean, if that's like the way to do it, then I guess you can do that, Austin. I mean, that's like basically setting up a subscription. But if you'd be willing to do that, I mean, it's the best use of your money in terms of pure support for sure. I'd say, I mean, yeah, if that's your end goal, then that's probably the best way to do it. I like your videos. Thank you, Victor. I like your liking of my videos. UPM has never been elected to any office. It's his first ever campaign. That's kind of interesting how that happened. It's Carney, right? Or am I mixing names? Are you gonna play Rocket League? Yeah, I'm queuing right now. Unfortunately, there's no games that in my rank right now. I'm gonna re-queue real quick. Yeah, GC3 is a little under here. Yeah, we're queuing. Don't worry. Just we're at a decently high rank, so hard to find games immediately, especially as we get later at night, especially on a Sunday. Y'all kids have school. Go to bed, all of you. You're grounded. Ever gotten a cell? Yep. Multiple times. He's been the governor of the Bank of Canada in the 2008 crisis. I was head of the UK Bank when Brexit happened. Do I really have to go to bed? Sorry, Victor. I don't make the rules. I do. I mean, no, you don't have to go to bed. I'm just saying you kids shouldn't be up this. We're deep in Canada lore right now? Yeah, I mean, we have a former member of parliament and Dan in Canada, and then Sheep, who is a current Sheep existing in Canada. I just subbed? Thank you, Victor. Do you like chicken nuggets? Yo, low-key, we were, me and my girl were at the store the other day, and we're getting chicken nuggets, because it's like a good, like, clutch meal. And we actually had a debate where we're like, yeah, these chicken nuggets are good, but like the dino nuggets actually do taste better. And I don't know if it's literally that, but it's just more fun to eat dino nuggets straight up. Like, I'm 30 and I still like, the dino nuggets are just better, you know? What's my sub goal? What do you mean?
New Dolo from Austin H from YT.
Austin H, I like how it says specifically Austin H from YT. Awesome. Thank you for the dono. One downside of Ko-Fi is that it gives me a good cut, but it also really lacks on details. So thank you for the $25. Appreciate you, man. Very, very kind of you. I thank you. I just play because I'm bored and I don't have much friends. Well, that's what ranked is about. Find people that play well, ask them to play, joke around while you're playing, and then bang, you have friends. There you go, chat. Just getting fake join. That's not gonna be a real game. Hello, Pulse. Nope, it's a fake join. If it doesn't go ding, it doesn't go in. Someone's probably Q dodging. Either that or someone's DCing. What? There it is. There's a real one.
New dono from Austin H from YT.
He said I said video to test it first. Awesome, thank you so much for another 25, 50 on the day. Appreciate you. Actually, 50 in Ko-Fi, and then a very cool and chill donation as well through the super chat. No. Chad, honestly, if I wasn't so broke, I was at the mall and there was a store called Squishables, and I legit saw a stuffed taco, and I'm like, yo, that would go so hard in the background of my stream, and I almost bought it, but it was like 22 bucks, and I'm like, I don't need to spend 20 bucks, you know? Especially since I was literally about to go to Target to go buy the only thing I really bought today, which is cat litter. And so I was like, well, 20 bucks like buys me cat litter for like 2 weeks. So like, am I really gonna spend money on stuffed taco that I could just spend on like actual things my cats need credit cards for? I do not have any credit cards, buddy. I used to, but unfortunately in my debt moments, I had to load up one or two, and then I had to spend a very long time managing all my debt and paying that off. And essentially, I came to a settlement with a bunch of my credit cards where I'm just like, hey, you're going to clear my credit, and in return, you're going to cancel my card. So I do not have any credit cards to pay anything off. So so basically, it was like, it's you boost my credit score, you cancel my debt, and in return, I will cancel this credit card. Or not cancel the debt, but, you know, at least like, at least give me like kind of a like cut out like half my debt, and then I'll like pay it off through like some small monthly payments, which is preferable to paying like $400 a month plus raising interest. Now instead it's just a fixed amount that I have to pay off. Oh! YouTube is my second. Sure. Is it true you playing again for Q's? Yeah, I gotta get the intel for Gavilon. Oh, that was a little bit lighter of a touch. Discharge it? Yeah, more or less. That's kind of like where my credit cards are at. Eventually, we'll go back in the land of getting a card again. But for right now, I'm just having my credit score is not absolute dog anymore. I just missed my frequent flyers card. Got so many miles off that. Well, glad you're enjoying things, Pulse. What? That's a crazy pre-jump. Wasn't sure if Gav went for that, my bad. Cool. Spawn? No. Ooh, that's a good bump there. Ah, try to hit the sideline so Gavilan would be activated there. Bonk. Ooh, that was bounce was a little bit more wide than I thought it would be. Nice. Calculated. Calculated. Monkum, Gavilan says maybe. I'm getting my masters. They have 2 freshmen coming in. Ah, you're goated. Easy slot. All right, we have the lore chat. Yeah, sure. Oh, Gavilan accidentally clicked party up. Damn, crazy. Damn, that's crazy. He literally just did the equivalent of like, high five? Just kidding, idiot. He was like, oh, party up? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then just immediately left. Hi, Scout. Where I saw the squishable ticket? No, Austin, no. No, you're not buying that for me. I'll buy it for myself once we get the cash flow again. He's playing hard to get. It's okay. I know, Turret. We know our worth. He doesn't. Gavilan doesn't have to be that. There you go. It was the 3rd time it'll register as spam. Yep. I want to see the background by next Monday. I don't even remember the website. Or if they even have a website. I just remember going in. One of the employees was like, oh, I like your shirt because it's got a bunch of lemons on it. And they're like, oh, I have a bird named Lemon. And then they showed me a stuffed lemon and it was adorable. One day Scott will learn you can't spam emotes in the chat. I don't think there's any other games than the one with BU invert. Also, downside is that store was in a mall that is not near me. It's the Galleria Mall in Dallas, which is like in West Dallas, which is like pretty far away, versus like where I live, which is like north of Dallas, kind of like the Northeast. Noise? Good job, Run. No, I couldn't catch up to that. Sad. Guess and the Squishable. That's true. But in the background, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out like how much I should be saving, you know? Like sometimes it's just like, I'm coming up, we got rent tomorrow. We got to pay a bunch of different bills before we get their next paycheck on the 15th, you know? It's just one of those things where it's like, I just don't want to get overly cocky and be like, yeah, just buy something fun. And then I'm like, I need to save. Like, I really need to save. April's going to be a very brutal month for the finances. I'm going to go watch the Twitch. It's less laggy. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm not sure if that's actually accurate, but who knows? YouTube has been a little weird lately on the lag. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe we just need to update the vertical stream app. April's slow on events. Just the payment structure of everything. April is actually very thick with events. The problem is all events pay out on net 30. So it's 30 days past when I invoice for it. So yeah, I'll work a bunch of stuff in April, but I won't get paid for it. That's an insane save. Second place in a Cry tournament, nice. I mean, it's crazy that you were competing with that, someone of that caliber. For a new job on Wednesday, then hopefully I can get rolling. Oh my. What's the new job, Gissy? If you don't mind me asking. What? Goosy's giving me forklift operator vibes. Dakota Collegiate RL, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Wardander Taco, typically GC3 SSL, also full-time caster commentator within Rocket League. You guys might have heard me if you watched some collegiate stuff. Chemical mixer for 3M. Ah. You're what makes the tape sticky. Oh! Was really meant to be lighter, Lameo. Yeah, be present for the raid. Big boy money. Really good job, believe it or not. No, I bet. It's that hazard pay. Can't, yeah, this isn't the Industrial Revolution anymore. You can't be a chemical mixer and be like, you're gonna make $3 an hour. So I'm praying. Well, best of luck, man. That'd be crazy. Swing shift 2, so I won't have to work 5 in a row. Hell yeah. The one Birmingham, Carmine Corps, Blue Wall. They had were 8-0 on Championship Sunday. They were actually, as the kids say, locked in. Oh. Your name really wants me to get a grilled cheese burrito. Bro, the grilled cheese burrito is the only thing preserving the Taco Bell menu for me. I'm not gonna lie, the moment they got rid of the quesarito, I actually lost a lot of faith in that institution. I hate to say it, chat. Do you know Diego Maradona? Do I know one of the most famous soccer players of all time? Yes. I feel like that's saying, do you know Pele? In the beefy Frito burrito? Yes. A 3 soft taco kind of guy? Well, that's acceptable, but we can't be friends. I'm always a Taco Bell. I'm always a burrito guy when it comes to Taco Bell, hilariously enough. Oh no, yeah, I mean, also guys, you can buy the Chipotle cream sauce in stores now, like at Target, the ones they use in a lot of their stuff, and it's fantastic. But at the same time, it's also one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is delicious in my quesarito. Gift soft tacos with only meat and cheese. Ew. Crunchwrap, but I've heard a good amount of hype. It is a good one, I will say. How good is that soccer player? I mean, he's considered one of the greatest to ever do it. Outside of the fact that he was pretty controversial, also selectively kind of violent. Maradona was insanely influential. Also, Loki has the coldest move. which is super useful. That was actually like the #1 thing I would do on a pitch, outside of just like basic maneuvers, is do a Maradona, especially if you're trying to cut at a right angle and try to get around someone and maintain your speed while protecting the ball. What year did he pass away? I don't know. These feel very Googleable, Nemo. Like I don't memorize his whole biography. I think he died in like 2014, 2013. I'm making that up. I have no idea. It's probably more recent than that. Nachos wrapped on taco? Kinda, yeah. Ooh. Oops. I went for the tap and did not grab that. Okay, nice. The Baja Blast. Baja Blast is cool. It's like what happens if you make a soda, like a Mountain Dew with like 2/3 Mountain Dew and like 1/3 Powerade. I like Baja Blast. Probably the only soda I would get at Taco Bell, to be honest. Diego Maradona became #10 before Messi did? Yes. Diego Maradona is a huge reason why him and Pele are like the reason why #10 exists as like such a fabled number inside so many lineups. It's like the playmaker number. Like most clubs have #10 is like set aside as kind of that type of number. And then they have club-specific ones like Manchester United in the 7 jersey. Can't go with Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is definitely my most consistent soda, I would say. I will say Diet Dr. Pepper is kind of the buddiest soda, though. Regular Dr. Pepper is great, but yeah, I can't do the diet. It's one of the few diet sodas I actively refuse to drink. It's just not even close to quality. Oh. Nice hair, thank you, Furfin. Nice noticing skills. I remember Hatfield. He would collect the different Mountain Dews. Oh man. He would literally travel to like places that would sell like the exclusive flavors. Hopefully he's doing all right. Bro met his woman in a Call of Duty stream. And had a kid with her. The dream. Except for me, I don't want kids. But for people who want kids, that's the dream. I like Starry. What the heck did you say to me? What the heck did you say to me? Starry. I feel like I recognize that brand. Isn't Starry just like the 17th iteration of a lemon lime soda? Like, certainly we've run out of ways to make lemon lime soda, right? Surely Sprite and Sierra Mist has solved this debacle. No, that was I was kind of playing a 50 in front of the guy if he backed up into it. Hey Johnny, you asked that earlier. I do not play with anybody I do not know. Also, 99.999% of the time, I am way higher ranked than you, and we would not be able to play. I'm just speaking statistically. No shot, we both pre-jumped. They both pre-jumped. Sierra Mist rebranded Astari? Ah, oh, that explains a lot. I was about to say, I'm like, yeah, seriously, like, how many more lemon limes do we need? Oh my gosh, that crossbar was too close. Thought it was gonna bounce out a bit more. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end stream there. I'm a little tired. We finally lost to BU invert. Good run, W grind even. Good save even. But I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna piece just because I need to rest a little bit. I also have not eaten dinner since like 5, maybe. So I need to eat some food. But anyway, GG's. Good night, everybody. And good job. I'm gonna end the YouTube stream and then raid out YouTube, Twitch because we've had a decent number of raids. So I'm gonna pass that on.